master dash out the baby, 3-day-old baby, the people in a bath pan. The people see the right pound of screen. What is going around social media right now? People are saying that the slave masters that own the hotel, that own the land, dash out the 3-day-old baby, my people, Andrew, to the rescue. My people, you see, a yard boss have to be patient for the entire Jamaica to really value what yard boss bring to these discussions. Mhm. I'm the only blogger who saw the linchpin in this demolition saga from the beginning, from day one. Me tell you, say, every single blogger, every single news media, in order to get the government, Andrew Holness, and everybody to respond and give every single person who is affected a piece of land and a house on it, is to invoke the sympathy of this baby mother. Mm-hmm. Andrew Holness spoke, my people. Mm-hmm. Let me just paint the picture for you, so you fully understand what me I say to you. You see that baby there? That baby there was just discharged from the hospital. And that is not the only baby in the community that was just discharged from the hospital. There are other babies. That baby was outside in the heat, in a bus, under a bus stop, my people. And she was in the baby was in the bath pan. The bath pan never have no blanket, no cushion, nothing underneath it. That baby was laying basically on a floor, a jail cell, just like down a GP. Just like down a GP, that the baby that was basically laying on a concrete, hard concrete surface. Because the bench where the mother was sitting on was concrete. That is the picture. We just saw the bath pan, and the bath pan kind of pretty up things. But no, it was not just a bath pan. The baby was in her. That the baby there was thrown out of the house and could have lost its life. The mother suffered a minor stroke. She is still not out of the woods yet. That's why I'm ask every single member in the Yard Boss community to pray for that mother. The people, the slave master, throw out the damn baby in a bath pan. When Isaac Buchanan invoked slavery, I was saying, Isaac, you're gone too far, man. But after further reflection and looking at the descendants of the landowners, Buchanan seems to have struck a nerve. And the nerve that he struck, it also resonating with Jamaicans. It's resonating with all Jamaicans, even if you're for squatting or you're against squatting. The people them who say we're against squatting, them say the people them shouldn't go capture the land, but the landowner don't have any right to commit murder or attempted one. This is very bad. Yes, I was wondering what was taking Andrew Holness so long to come out and speak. Well, I'm here to say to you today that he came out and he spoke yesterday, which we will be reviewing shortly, the people. Yes, I go by the name Yard Boss. Thank you guys so much for joining another live stream. Please like the stream and please subscribe to the channel if this is your first time seeing me on your screen. You see, I want to tell each and every one of you who tune in to watch and listen to my point of view on these issues that I appreciate you. I don't just look at you as viewers. I see you as fellow Jamaicans who want to stay informed and see some value in my unorthodox approach. I don't see political lines. I see us all as Jamaicans. Me love all a uno the same. Comrades and labor rights. If me a walk down the street and any a uno recognize me and you say, Yard boss, me is a comrade, me go hug you up. And if you say me is a labor right, me go hug you up. Me not see political lines. I don't. Yes. And even in my friend group, it's the same. I have friends who are comrades, and me have friends who are labor rights. And I'm always the one in the middle. We are part the fights, not physical fights, but political warfare. In the election, I gave both parties equal coverage. I cover Andrew Holness, I'm a cover Marky G, the same people. But I was telling some of my comrade friends when I was covering the election, me say the analytics that I'm seeing, me not see how bro gotta go lose. I'm a comrade friend them say, really, really, but yard boss, really, and that you try to tell me. I may say, only just watch and see. My prediction is it's going to be a close one, but Andrew Holness will retain a third term. Yes, because the analytics behind the scenes does not lie. Yes, but big up all of my comrades them and big up all of my labor right friend them. Wanna leave on a task in the comment section as we go through this live stream. Welcome to another one, my people. All right, I am going to bring the video to the stage now. I'm going to go in the small box for a second, right? Because I want you guys. Last night I showed you guys a map, right? I showed you where Cooper's Pen was located. The map did not show the houses and it did not show the hotels, right? It just shows some names. But what we're about to look at, we're going to look at an aerial visual, right, of Cooper's Pen and how close Cooper's Pen is to the ocean and the hotel them with upon the ocean. Them say we have a problem with beach access in Jamaica. Them are people here in a Cooper's Pen. Them can't just walk across the street and go up on no beach. Look on this. Look on this right so. Look on this. Let us see here. Keep on the task comment in the comment section, my people. Yes, here we go. So this is Falmouth. This is Cooper's Pen. You see that? Beer rubble. And we're looking at temporary shelters. Inside of those temporary shelters, what we have, I'm not sure why we never deploy any of these in a hurricane. Melissa, Andrew Holness was saving them for another disaster or something. This came directly from China, you know. This was then donated by the Chinese government. And these are nice. Them come with cots, right? Some of them have ear mattresses inside here. You know, I'm not sure why I'm never deploy any of these in St. Elizabeth. And I'm sure a lot of people now in St. Elizabeth could use some of these, right? So, and watch now, right? You're going to see the aerial view coming up. You see right across the street, right there, some people? That is direct access to a hotel across the street, you know. Look how close the people them live to the tourists them where come at Jamaica. A lot of these people, I am sure, in the Cooper's Pen area also worked on those resorts. Yes? Let us continue to watch. Look on that. Look on that. That is the other side of the road, right? The other side of the road is not where beach is, right? But that is just giving you the aerial view. And it's going to spin again, right? Yeah, keep on watching. Yeah. Keep on. All them house, them mash up, gone. The people, them actually depend them foundation now, you know, them put the temporary structure on the foundation of the homes that was demolished. Yeah? All right. It'll go show, all right, it'll go up in the ear a little bit. Just be a little bit patient, right? I want it to show you guys across. This is the picture. Look at that. Look at that picture, my people. Hmm? Look at the beautiful water across the street from the people them a Cuba Spain. Eh? You know, sister, them a people you capture in style. Hmm? Them a people you probably capture the land before this a hotel you build up, before the big hotel chain come there, and they had clear access to the beach, and it was probably a fishing village. Look how the sun nice and white, and look how the water pretty over there. Huh? Pity them can't just walk from Cooper Spain and go on them the beach there because security can run you off. So now you see right here, so, and I'm sure it probably right here on Yardboss TV is going to be the first place that you're seeing a picture like this, or if you're on Instagram or on TikTok, right? But this shows you exactly why these people in Cooper Spain, all of them house was bulldozed. It's prime real estate. That 9 acres of land, my people, it goes for millions of US dollars. No monkey money. Millions. Mighty God of Daniel. All right, let us continue, my people. And then we're going to hear Bro God in a second. Yes? Keep on the thoughts coming. Please like the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining another one, my people. Look at that beauty. Look at that. Be a hotel. Be a hotel. So this look like we're looking at New Falmouth right here, right? Straight across the street. And then the drone is spanning again. More hotels. All right, so this is the Honorable Andrew Holness coming up right now. Let us listen to what he have to say, and then we can interject as we go along.
Incident is quite concerning, and many of the images that we have seen are disturbing. My heart goes out to the families who have been dislocated. I see a particular image of a newborn and the mother being displaced. These are the tragedies, and it is one thing.
He saw an image of the newborn baby that many people are saying the slave master threw out of the house, almost killed the baby. The baby nipple string no form properly yet. That the mother that is a young mother. She no know nothing about raising no baby yet. She's depending on members of her community to help her farm the baby belly button. Them chew her out, she and her little belongings, them out, my people. That is what Andrew Holness saw, and Andrew Holness said, this can't go so. Let us mark it Jesus or two. Thank the Lord, right? That at least in situations like these, we have two leaders, because me look on the two of them as two leaders, right? Mark G is the leader of the opposition party. He is still a powerful figure in Jamaican politics, right? And Brogard, who is the leader of the country, coming together and say, this is not right. We don't hear one of them say, uno a squatter, uno for come off of the land. No. We have the two of them locked, unified approach. We're going to do something about this, and we're going to solve this problem together. And not just solve the problem for the people them of Cooper Spain, right? They have to create some form of legislation, right, that bars landowners from going in with barbaric tactics to move people off a land. Yes? And I told you that the image of that baby in that bath pan is going to lead to whopping widespread land reform in Jamaica, land we love. Yeah, Prime Minister Brogan is going to speak about it. It is coming. You see, sometimes things looks horrible, but everything in life happened for a reason. Yes? Mhm. This is the smoking gun, right? That is going to put fire under the government wire to make land more affordable for Jamaicans who live in Jamaica, 700,000 to a million, and also Jamaicans who live overseas, where suffer overseas, I work to send themselves to the grave. When them can save up them little money and buy a piece of land and put a container home on it and come back at them yard. Let us listen to the Honorable Brogard, and every single labor right and every single comrade is going to benefit from these land reforms that is going to come.
That history does is to repeat itself.
Right.
And I am committed to ensure that our history is not repeated, which is why I am unequivocal and very clear in not endorsing squatting and the illegal occupation of land.
All right. He said two things in this. Two things. He said our history. And that's what I'm telling you, say, bro God, him very smart, Him very skillful in them words, Him say history. He's talking about when the British, the Spaniards, them come to Jamaica and run the hyenas them off of them land and capture the people them land. That is the history that he's talking about. And then him kind of flip it and him say, do not capture no land. But we have a clause in the Jamaica Constitution that also protects squatters. And very seldom squatters go up against large corporations and win. Even if the squatting rights apply to them, the adverse of possession, them on the land from Wapikin Philo. The amount of things where them have to go prove to land agency and to court. Yes, it is very difficult if they don't have high-powered lawyers to win against major corporations. Could it be that most of these people in the Cooper Spen area actually had a legitimate adverse possession claim for that land? Could be. Me see Fifth Element and a lot of Jamaican scholars out there right now that is actually challenging. And I say, them brighter than me. Me not gonna even try bust my brain, get in all of them. They think that I am not a liar. I can leave that to them. They must say something about deregistering of business and the owner of the land was not New Falmouth. It was a man named upon the land and the man dead and something up to something. Me don't know. But this went to the Supreme Court. Yes. And the Supreme Court ordered the people them to pay $50,000 a piece and also vacate the land and don't build no more structure upon it. What I see coming is, as Andrew Holness said, the people them gonna get them land. And then something wonderful is gonna happen for these people in Cooper Spen. And the image of this baby right here that you know I look on is the image that is going to seal the deal. That is exactly what happened. Big money. Feel like so them can do whatever them want do in Jamaica land we love. Push out the blasted woman and the baby in a bath. What a image circulating all over the world. Even tourists are see this. Me say, even the tourists them where go at them the hotel they cross the street I see this right now on them screen. Instagram, TikTok, all over the place. Because it is going viral. Big hotel chain in Jamaica evacuated teenage mother and baby Almost killed the teenage mother, almost killed the 3-day-old baby. The teenage mother got a stroke, almost dead. That is bad for business. That's why Andrew Holness have to fix this fast, fast, fast. And I want to say thank you to Prime Minister Brogard and to the Member of Parliament. Yes, for responding to this very, very swiftly. I think she probably saved her seat. And Andrew Holness probably saved some form of credibility. Because if they may ever wait and show up the next day with tent and the people them have to sleep outside, that wouldn't look good. They stepped up right away. As soon as them find out, me see the trucker come in. Me see cutter come in. Me see tenta go up. This is the response that the people them down in St. Elizabeth was looking for. But you see, Andrew Holness, a lot of the people them in Jamaica beat him. Sometimes when him do something wrong, yard boss will come out and talk and say, Andrew, me not really like this. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Yes? As soon as the bulldozer bulldoze the people them house, truck reach down there. Night not even fall yet, and the people them a get tent for go in. Who not have tent, go shack up with some family member or some friends in the area, but nobody in the community sleep outside without a roof over them head. That is what you call quick response to a man-made disaster, because this was a man-made disaster. And me not really see what go on as far as food and water and them thing there. Yes? Me see some water bottles are go inside there. Me not know if there is like any restaurants or any emergency non-profit group is actually delivering food, water and juice to the people them at their time. Me not know. But the people them are gonna need that. Yes? Probably the member of parliament already have that under control. But that is one thing I wanted to commend Andrew Holness and the MP on. The quick response to this. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Out of every crisis, sometimes it takes a crisis to force the politician hand. This is when we ask our prayer warriors in the yard boss community to pray for. Remember, me tell you, me say, I know some of us bleed orange. Me know some of us bleed green. I want to say Andrew corrupt. I want to say this side are corrupt. But I tell you no say, the politician there is what we have. We can't go out and go import any new politicians. So that what should we do? We should pray for them. We should pray for them not to put them on in the cookie jar. We should pray for them to put Jamaica first. In every deal that they do, we should pray for them. And it seems like the prayer warriors in the yard boss community listened and they went on their knees and they prayed. Because what you hear Andrew Holness just say out of him mouth, that every single Jamaican, and him not talk about just Jamaicans will live at Jamaica, him a talk about Jamaicans will live abroad, should be able to afford a piece of Jamaica land we love. Singapore did it. Dubai did it. Now it's Jamaica turn to do it. Some of us have to suffer for better to come. The Cooper spend people them suffer. And they are the sacrificial lamb for betterment in Jamaica. That is what yard boss see in am crystal ball. Me tell you no, when you can go rewind, go back to the rest of the previous live stream there. Me looking at my crystal ball and me see it a come. Me said there is no way that Andrew Holness can look on this a baby. In the blasted bad pan cold concrete underneath a bus stop and don't do nothing to help them people here in a Cooper spend. If him turn him back on the people them a Cooper spend, dog nyam him supper if him feel like say him want come run again for no 4th term in a Jamaica. Him want run for a 4th term. Him probably want dead in a office. If he want do that, him have to solve the land problem in Jamaica. Alright, so this is what I see coming, right? All of the squatting communities that is in the interior of Jamaica, right? And on lands that is not really, the government not really want them the land. They're gonna go to those communities and they're gonna pave out the roads, make the community them look like a community, right? And start divide up the land, mark off the land with the surveyors them, and give the people them title for the land. If it is on government land, right? The people them Andrew, him a go charge or no. That is the reason why when I listen to him, it's not just going to be for free, just so. If you are work, right, and you can pay for it, him a go charge you something. You can't cry for that. If him a go charge you 500,000, yes, and give you 30 years to pay after 500,000. Come on now, right? That is where I'm into. It have to be sustainable. And then he's going to be able to collect taxes. The people that have to pay them property tax. And for those people who live in what you would say no areas where investors want the land, him have to relocate them people there. That is exactly where him have to do. Right? So you're not going to see no more of them slave master, yeah. I come with them bulldozer and just put out the people them out of them house. I don't think we're gonna see that anymore. In especially in a established neighborhood. Like a one man here and a one man there may get him house bulldozed down, right? And it's not gonna create no big uproar for the public, right? But in an established neighborhood, the one up there in you say St. Anne, they started doing the demolishment, right? And then they stopped because I believe the local mayor, he stepped in. And that is one thing that I must say, right? Because I've been following the political thing ever since like the election and before the election, right? And I see the local government, right? That is where it is, Local government do a lot for the people in Jamaica, Not just MPs, The mayors do a lot for the people them. Because it's not the MP that stepped in St. Anne, That the housing, the neighborhood that is actually overlooking the Caribbean Sea also on the hill is the mayor. Yeah, that stepped in and he's negotiating with the landowner. And he must say, all right, give the people them a little section, right? Everybody that has been there for maybe like 12 years who quote unquote have an adverse possession claim, yes, give the people them a piece of the land, right? Catch them up somewhere. And then you can go build your housing complex, right? Make sure so you mark off the place properly, right? Make sure the neighborhood is paved. So so the house where they're going to build up, right? It's not going to be an eyesore to the big, beautiful homes that you are going to build in your community. That is what the mayor is actually negotiating for those people in that community. And that is the reason why the bulldozer stopped. But in that case, I believe we have a reasonable landowner in that case there. That landowner is not a bull, buck, and dopey conqueror. That landowner look like it's a Jamaican just like us. Him want him land, yes, but him not about to throw out the baby, a 3-day-old baby, under a bus stop to kill the baby. If you not live at Jamaica, if you not born at Jamaica, if you're just looking at Jamaica as just an investment, you would throw out the baby out of the blasted house. Mighty God of Daniel. Them even throw out the what you say now, the gas can. The gas can them throw out with no stove. Where she go cook with gas can? How she go cook on the bus stop? What a set of wicked people, eh? Eh? Mighty God. Thank God she find somewhere to stay and she not go stay under no tent. Alright, my people. Keep on the thoughts coming. Keep on the thoughts coming. Let us finish this video right here, so, and I'll come to the comments, my people. Please like the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining another one. I go by the name Yard Boss, my people. A humble warrior on the battlefield. Yes? Yes. Alright. So here, I believe we're going to look at the lawyer in the community, right? And he's speaking to some of the men who were arrested early in the morning. Even that, them I look upon it as far as imprisonment, you know. Yes. You know why? These men look like young men. Remember, the ruling that stated that the people them need to come off of the land happened 13 years ago. So if you come back now to your house and you mark the house that was ordered under the Supreme Court ruling to demolish, and another house they go pick up the man them to go arrest them, the man they technically not trespass by your land. The man there is some new capturers. And some new capturers them there. We build up them house 13 years after the court ruling. So capturing them and bringing them in a prison and not charge them with nothing, that could be false imprisonment. That's what the lawyer say. God, all right.
That's what.
Police shouldn't come and suck on lock up private sector. While they go to the place. All them money will get locked up and come sign the court document. We are suing the state immediately.
I be a young man them, you know. The man say everybody will get locked up, come sign the court document. We are sued the state immediately. And him a go win, you know. He's going to win. Because now you're going to have discovery. The state have to show you, right, every single house that they went to, every single house that was on the demolishment list. Everybody in a them the house there, right, that was on the demolished list, they have the right to detain, yes, every single occupant of that home, male or female, because those people would be trespassing upon the land. I am not a lawyer, but I know in most jurisdictions, if you were served with court documents, say come off of the people in the land, and then find you upon it, yes, you can be arrested and charged with trespassing. Now, if the police them went inside there and they dig a big sweeping arrest and take out every single male from the neighborhood, from every single house, here we have a problem. And this a liar I go find out. Yes? Let us watch.
No talking.
Nah, me not go first. Nah, go first. You want somebody else? Yeah, we are joking team.
Hassan is
to find a solution for them.
So they started to sign. And I must say, right, that in a case like this, you can see the nervousness on these young men, right? Most of them look like 20s, early 30s. Them never live under the land there more than 20 years. They probably be fishermen. They probably work in the hotels. And them know say a squatting community across the street where them can go capture a piece of land and build up a structure upon. Yes, they should not be afraid if them put them name on a lawsuit. Because the entire world is watching. Police not gonna come for you. Not in a this case, yeah. Yes, this is what you call a class action lawsuit. And most of the time, a class action lawsuit like this will be settled. And your owners would spend some money. Yeah, make sure say everybody maybe about a $500,000 a piece would settle this a lawsuit. Yeah. Monkey money for Andrew owners and call it a day. Right? But the bigger picture is that all these young men, their future will be bright. As long as them behave themselves and not get in a trouble. Yes, they will be receiving a piece of land to call their own. Me not think it gonna be free. Andrew gonna sell that. 500,000 or a million. He gonna sell that. But nonetheless, something positive will come out of this. Yes? Let us listen a little piece of Marky G, because Marky G was down there, right? And also Isaac Buchanan. And then once we listen to Marky G and Isaac Buchanan, we'll come to the comment section. Keep your comments coming, my people. Thank you so much for joining another live stream. This is a huge case in Jamaica. I don't really think we understand how life-changing this case is going to be for all Jamaicans. It is very, very big. We have 700,000 people to 1 million people squatting on land in Jamaica. Rent is very expensive. People are walk, and every single piece of their paycheck going to landlord, and the people them say, me tired. I work in minimum wage and have to go pay landlord rent by me done. Me can't even buy food for putting in my belly. So because of that, some of our Jamaican people them find a piece of land. Some of us, we both face bad, but I just saw it go. We like nice things. Yes, what we say, beer budget, but champagne taste. Some of us, we go capture some of the finest piece of land upon the hills overlooking the ocean. Or right on the beach. Yes, because of rent. This right here that occurred in Cooper's Spin is going to lead to whopping changes in Jamaica, especially starting on the coastlines. Because Andrew Holness see around the corner and him say, we need about 10 or 20,000 homes on the coastline, maybe 50,000. Him say now we have to do something different. We can't just go bulldoze the house them so. He have to create a plan. Now him have to go look for land to relocate these people, just like how he's relocating those with titles in parity. Him have to do the same thing for every single squatter land where him want. Yes. All right, let us get back to Tumakichi.
To find a solution for them. And I'm calling on them to do so. And time is of the essence because, as we've seen, the methods being used by this particular, whoever's behind this arrangement, are extreme. There's an allegation that the police were deployed in the wee hours of the morning. The young men were arrested and detained in jail in Falmouth until the afternoon. And during that period when they were away from the community, the demolition, supported by and protected by the security forces, took place. And as we know, elderly people have lost their homes, baby mothers, children who are going to school, etc., are all now in a very vulnerable condition.
All right. So I am not a lawyer in Jamaica, right? But evictions, when you have a court order, you don't necessarily need to go consult with no politician, you know. Once a judge, you have a judgment, right, for the land, you can take that to the police. And you can organize as many police as you want to go and execute that the warrant that we have. You don't need a politician to sign off on nothing. You don't need to notify no politician. I don't know if any politician was notified. I'm going to take the politician at their word, right, saying that they're telling the truth, and them never know. Say it a come. And that could be possible. Yes, because how court order work is you have the judgment from the highest court of the land in Jamaica, the Supreme Court. The only other court that can overturn that the judgment there is the Privy Council. Them the people that in a Cooper spend don't have money to go to Privy Council to go look on this court ruling here. Yes? So it could just be something between the resort and the police team, and they went in without notifying any politician.
So the third point I want to make is a policy issue, and it relates to how private rights, as protected by the court, are enforced against vulnerable communities. There needs to be a mechanism to ensure that this sort of thing doesn't happen. We're seeing it too often, both on public land. There was Clifton. There was an attempt in Pleasant Hill, in the Whitus Vale area. In, I believe, is it Albion in St. Thomas? Homes were also demolished. And here at Cooper's Pen. So both on the public and private sector side, where you're going to be demolishing homes of people where they're vulnerable, children, elderly, women, etc. It cannot just be that the law takes its course in a totally unregulated way without taking into account and balancing the needs, the rights, the constitution and otherwise of the citizens who are impacted. I believe there needs to
They need to do something about this, man. Because you tell me say these landowners, them not pay attention to them land. Them have so much money with them sit down pan. Them should have a security firm I look on this land maybe like once a month. Just a drive around and I go look and see if nobody a bill nothing. Just like how Pernell Charles Jr. deal with Femland. Pernell Charles Jr. no play with Femland, you know. Him have one whole heap of land in one of them they parish there. And anything him see a move pan that the land they will look like human being. Him security forces them going. And I don't think a JDF or JCF him send go down there, private security him send go down, they go look. So it look like Pernell Charles Jr. have one whole heap of camera pan for him land. No man, them need to be more vigilant and be held accountable. Alright, put it this way then. Maybe legislation need to pass and say, alright, if you neglected your land and the land and the squatter failed to prove the adverse possession claim, but the squatter erected a $32 million structure upon your land, you have to pay back the man at least half before you can bulldoze it, because it's your negligence, right, that caused this man to go build a $32 million structure upon your land. Yes. And everybody are going to agree with me. Panda one day. Yes. I am not for people squatting on land. But you need to keep your eye open. You can't buy land at Jamaica. And you're there foreign. And now look on it. Me not think it's fair. Me not think it's fair. Let me know. Let me know if you don't agree or you disagree. Because it's hard, man. It's hard on both sides, you know. It's especially hard when a trying man build something on a plantation on a land. It's kind of different, right? If it is a Jamaican that live overseas and just buy a piece of land and somebody go take it away and capture it, I would understand that one day. Yeah? And in those cases, so the people where they are foreign have a harder task of evicting that person off of them land because they just don't have the money to fight. It costs a lot of money to fight. So in the long run, a lot of these smaller Jamaicans lose their land. It's the big money boys, them, right, that are successful in driving people off their land. Yeah. It's tough.
Be an inquiry into this process of how land rights are enforced in this country against residents who have been long-standing on property. As we know, private property in Jamaica, there's a 12-year limitation period, where if you're in adverse possession for over 12 years, you defeat the title of the prior owner.
Yes. Andrew, what market you know what I'm talking about? A lot of the people them defeated the title of the prior owner. But because they're full of money, them money so big, them even defeat PJ Patterson. That is how big them boy money is.
But we have instances where people may have been living for much longer than that on property and are still not having their rights protected because they are not in a position to do so themselves. These are persons who lack the means to utilize the legal system.
And I not say them poor, It's not say them poor. Them need millions of dollars for fight.
Because they don't have the means to do so. So there needs to be a proper inquiry into this with a view to coming up with a policy that balances the rights of our citizens, protects private property rights, but also protects the rights of the people who are vulnerable and who the state is there to protect.
Yes, if you're full of money, if you allow the people them to build 100 house on your blasted land, and you're full of money and you're rich like Bill Gates, you should not be allowed to just come and bulldoze the people them place without giving them some money. You need to buy them out. You need to buy them off of the blasted land. You neglected the land for how many years? You're there right across the street in your big old hotel and in your big old office. And you look on the people, them a build up concrete structure. And you probably look through your window and say, you can't stay there. Soon and very soon, I'm going to take the whole of you to court. And we're going to lose the millions of dollars we want to spend over there because of me run things around here. What can't go so? What can go so? All right. Me I brace myself right now to come to the comment section. Me I brace myself. All right. Here we go. You just see. Marlene say, happy Saturday, yard boss. Big up yourself, Marlene. Miles say, face red, smiling. I don't understand the one there. All right. So Tropical say, greetings to everyone. Marlene say, thank you for educating us on our little land. Big up yourself. As we go through this exercise, I'm getting some education myself too. Yes. All right. Okay. Andrew save these tents because he know this day was Let me read the Mali say. Andrew save these tents because he knows this day was coming. Marlene says, so, other yard boss says, so, all right? All right. So Ian say, sorry for these people. Veronica say, good afternoon, yard boss. Big up yourself, Veronica. All right. All right, so Passport Life said, hi, yard boss, back here again. The PM said he is seeking legal counsel and review the court documents before he makes any announcement. Well, I guarantee you one announcement is going to be that each of these people is going to get a quarter acre of land at an extremely discount rate. They're going to get the title for the land, right? And they're probably going to have 30 to 50 years to pay it off. It's going to be dirt cheap, but me know Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness don't like give away things for free just so. You have to be an old lady, right? Or you have to be dirt poor for you to get any of those social housing. That is just how Andrew Holness work. Him not believe in a socialism. Okay? So the people them going to get a piece of land and he's going to start them out families, maybe a 2-bedroom container homes. You see them roll them out in a St. Elizabeth, right? And another just empty container homes they might get. The container home a drop and them a build out a bathroom, right? Them have workman on the side. They're building out toilet, face basin, shower, right? Plumbing, and them get a water tank on it. And if electricity is in the area, them connect the electricity. So they're getting the full thing. Okay, I see that coming in our neighborhood, somewhere in the interior. Okay, as far as legal counsel, he might have said that, right? But they know that the Supreme Court of Jamaica already decided against the PJ Patterson regime. So there is nothing that he's going to be able to do to reverse the land rights of the owner. What he can do, right, with counsel and consultation from the PMP, is to draft legislation that states private or government landowner, you can't just show up and just evict people and bulldoze the people them house just so even if you have a court order, right? You need to give an emergency 30-day notice and make sure so the government is aware that you're going into an established neighborhood to bulldoze the people them house, because you have to give the government time to relocate those people. Yes. That is what I think both parties will be looking at to pass. But them have to move fast, because it's a lot of people, The entire coast of Jamaica, a whole heap of people and have to go relocate. Whole heap. Yeah, boss. The same thing is going on in the Grill area. People gone again, building on people land for 30 years. Never apply for a title or adverse possession. Yeah, and that is the thing too. I thought like most of these quarters know the law, I thought most of them know the law. Because Passport Life, say if them did apply for the title them would have been in a much better position. Yes. Because you can't just come bulldoze pan title land just so. If you not have no title in your land, even if you have the adverse possession claim, in your favor, you never file it. A Jamaica we are talking about. 154 people watching. Please teach them like the button. It helps the channel grow. As you come in the room, touch it. All right, big up. Please like the live stream, people. And please subscribe to the channel if this is the first time seeing me on the screen. Just close out the chat and just hit the thumbs up button, right? And please consider joining the channel also. Hit the join button if you are a subscriber, all right? So Beverly said, Blessings, Yard Boss. Prime Minister Holness had to make an announcement. The scene in Cooper's Pen was a shamble. Moving forward, the tactical approach and strategy needs to be revised. Yes. hmm Because remember, they passed NARA, but NARA is mostly geared towards the government. Speed with the government to actually build out Jamaica infrastructure. So if the government sees somebody, right, that owns a piece of land, right, and a house step on it, and the government want to build a highway through it, it's much faster, right? You don't have to go through local government and all of them thing there. Nara just offer you maybe 2 times the price for your property, and you just take it and you just move, right? Um, like to build certain roadways or change roadways anywhere in Jamaica, them can just do it. Them not forget the local parish council involved. So that was the purpose of NARA, but NARA is not the one that is actually doing this to these people. Mhm. So yeah, boss, take a shot of white rum, rare never on this one. I guess me that spin my wheels when me that try figure out who, how much money the landowners need to give the squatter and so forth. Yeah, cause that one is tough. Yep. Or letter, big up yourself. All right. So Myrtle say that's a good government responded government. Yeah. Well, I think like regardless of who is in power, whether it's Marky G or Brogard, I think the both of them would do the same thing in a this case, yeah, right? They would respond with the temporary shelters that we see, right? And they would actually push for land reform. Marky G, that was one of the staple of his campaign promise to the Jamaican people that he was going to push land reform on day one on the job. Okay, Prime Minister Brogard, he contended it and he said that he already have a land program in place through his social housing, right? But Marky G wanted to do it on a much larger scale, where he is like what you would say, formalizing squatting communities, like squatters who are squatting on less desirable land, right, in the interior of Jamaica, like going to those communities, paving out the roads, right, running proper electric wiring in the neighborhoods, cable, whatever they need to have, right, and start charging the people them property tax, which we're gonna see that rolling out now with Andrew Holness. And I'm sure you're going to have both sides of the aisle working on legislation to solve the squatting problem that we have in Jamaica. At least we're going to see both parties working together once and for all on this. Yeah? All right. So everything in life happened for a reason. This was the straw that broke the camel back. Unauthorized occupancy removal will be approached and executed in a professional and dignified manner. Yes, Beverly. Yes. Yes. Mhm. I agree with that. This PM is a two-moat machete. Akil. Akil is a comrade. Well, Mooney said that in Akil because he's echoing the sentiment of Marky G, right? And rarely you see Marky G and Brogard on the same page, okay? So, yeah. So Marcus say, all right. So, all right. So Marcus say all unjust laws should be disobeyed or people are bullied by the system inevitably to give the people equal rights. Well, that was in Marcus Garvey days. Now we have laws that we have to abide by, right? And even though you may break the law for what you would say, 12 or 11 years, after 12 years, now you have the right to file an adverse possession claim and own the land. Yeah. But I do believe that people needs to purchase their own piece of property. But we have a problem that we need to solve as a nation. Yeah. Good day, yard boss. Treat the people. All right. So Lisa said, no. Good day, yard boss. Treat the people respect. If you did not want them on the land, it should have been done years ago. But you do not let people build on the land, and you stop them from and you not and didn't stop them from the beginning. And that is a lot of prominent people in Jamaica is saying that. They're saying that why did the landowner allow these people to build on the property concrete structures for 50 years? Because that is how long the people them depend on the property for. 50 years. A long, long time. All right. Let us see if I can go through some new people here. All right. Let's see what Marie said. Yard boss. A Jobson family owned the land. The so-called owner stole it from the heirs. Yeah, that is when we are here. Some mix-up skullduggery are going, but Yard Boss is a public figure, and Yard Boss like walk around the place. Yes, I walk around in stealth still, but me just a report, and me just want the best thing. Me no business who want thief this and who want thief that. What me want is the best possible outcome for the people them of Cooper Spend. Yes, and the best possible outcome when me see is based on the Supreme Court ruling. Is for these people to be relocated. Them can clear them head. Them can build them family. Them have a piece of land where them can pass down, where them own, them have them title for, and they can pass down from one generation to another generation. Yes, that is the best possible outcome that I see. Because all of us on social media that is talking, and we are dig, and we are fine, and I say, oh, this look like fraud, and this look like that. There's no way that we're going to be able to challenge that in the court of law. It is good for like public debate and public discussion, right? We not have no money to go fight with them here billionaires in a court. We not have it. Liars not come free or cheap. Yes? All right, my people, big up on yourself. Thank you guys so much for joining another live stream. Everybody that participated in the chat, big up on yourself. I'll see you guys in another one, my people. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I may come back at 8 o'clock, or I'll see you guys tomorrow, this time at 5 o'clock. All right, my people? Walk good. Peace out. Love and love alone. Please like the live stream as you exit the stream. And if this is your first time seeing me on your screen, my people, please subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.